Good morning, everybody. Matt Moda here to give you my favorite MLB home run predictions for today. We are talking Thursday, April 24th. The Dong Report is back in your life with 3 MLB home run picks for you guys to lock in for today's MLB betting slate / tonight, because you do have some day and night games. Pretty confident in the 3 plays that we have for you guys today. But of course, before we can get into that, let's do a recap from yesterday, which was fine. We got one guy to hit a home run. That equals profit. That's the beauty of the Dawn Report. That's the beauty of betting on home runs. It feels really gross when both Austin Riley and Jose Ramirez play in the day games and neither of them hit a home run. Also feels gross when I was coming off of a day on Tuesday where I did not get any. I went 0 for 3 on Tuesday. But James Wood in his first at-bat in the night game sent one 400 feet. It was amazing. So we were up 3/4 of a unit yesterday. Pretty good day overall. Very happy with how the day went yesterday. In the Austin Riley one, I don't know if you guys saw this, but he hit a baseball that would have been a home run in 29 out of 30 stadiums. The only stadium that it would not have been a home run happened to be the stadium that he was playing in, which is absolutely brutal. And that's Dong life. That's the life we live. You got to be able to take those types of situations because you're going to have guys hit rockets that aren't home runs all the time. But 29 out of 30 is literally the worst beat a human can have when betting home runs. Thank you to James Wood for coming through. So at least you made some money yesterday. That now brings our entire profit on the year. We are up 11.56 units on the entire season. Pretty awesome season that we are having so far. About 43% ROI on the year as well. And then if you're putting blanketly 1 unit on every single home run, because like my unit sizing, as you can see here, I mostly just play things for, not mostly, I mostly play things for a 1/4 unit. That's what I've been doing. I don't want to have a situation like I had the past 2 days where I lose 5 straight home runs and I'm down 5 units. Now, you made all of that money back in one swing of the bat from James Wood. So as long as you're consistent with your unit sizing, whatever you're doing is okay. I just want to show people, because I'm conservative with my units, if you just put 1 unit on everything, you'd be up 47.4 units. I had the math wrong yesterday, so I was able to correct that. This is the correct number and all that stuff. But the most important thing here is the ROI. Whatever you're putting in, you're getting a 43% return on that, and that's incredible. But you're only as good as your most recent dongs, so let's hope that we can stay hot today. Again, I got 3 picks for you guys to lock in. Play number 1, I'm going right back to James Wood. You can get him at plus 500 odds at Bet365. To show you the odds here, Bet365 plus 500 odds. Not a positive EV play according to Ballpark Pal. One of the rare times where I'm not going with a positive EV play for them. Actually, the ones today are not. But I think that because he's a young batter, James Wood, they're not quite pricing how good James Wood is at the plate. He's just been phenomenal. And that continued yesterday. I mean, you look at what he did to the baseball yesterday. It was the hardest hit of the game, 116.3 miles per hour off the bat, traveled 331 feet. 431 feet is absolutely insane. It continues an insane stretch that James Wood is on at the plate. 20% barrel rate, 57% hard hit rate on the entire season. We see that he was like really hot mid-April, like we see a stretch here with all these barrels, which is crazy. Little bit of a lull since then, but now he's hit a barrel in 2 straight games. He only had the 1 hard hit yesterday, but it was the one that he sent 431 feet. And the game before that, he had 3 hard hits. All of them were 107 miles per hour off the bat or faster. So 1 hard hit is generally I look for more than that, but when that one was a bomb and you're coming off of a hot streak, I'm okay with it. In the pitcher, he's going up against Cade Povich. Not a great pitcher, right? He's not good. We look at his stats here. Home run per 9 of 1.96 is grotesque. That's terrible. We go to even some of his more advanced stats. 11% barrel rate is terrible. The 50% hard hit rate isn't honestly that bad. I mean, it is pretty bad, actually. I take that back. 50% hard hit rate allowed is pretty bad. Launch angle, decently high. Average exit velocity, decently high. Fly ball rate, 38%, line drive rate 20%, so line drive plus fly ball rate of about 60%, which is pretty bad. And he's made, if we go to his starts here, he's made 4 starts. He's given up 7 barrels in those 4 starts, and 3 in his last game. That's disgusting. James Wood should be priced probably closer to the plus 430 number that FanDuel has. The reason why he's priced, in my opinion, at 500 is because Cade Povich is a lefty, and a lot of people are going to be scared off of the lefty versus lefty matchup. That does not scare me off in the slightest. If you look at the entire season, Cade Povich has been getting smoked by lefties. Barrel rate of 16.67%, hard hit rate of 55%, fly ball rate of 55%. Yeah, he hasn't allowed a home run to a lefty. He has not been good against left-handed hitters. It's honestly just luck that he hasn't allowed a home run. And we're looking at James Wood here. He smoked left-handed pitching this year. 3 home runs, 14% barrel rate, 52% hard hit rate. And the biggest thing here is he's going to see the fastball the majority of the time. Cade Povich will challenge you with a fastball. Guess what? James Wood annihilates four-seam fastballs from lefties. Only 1 home run, but in 9 at-bats. 22% barrel rate, 80% hard hit rate. Even the fly ball rate of 20% isn't that bad. And then the next pitch he's going to see is the sweeper, another 40%. So that's 85% of the pitch mix that he's going to see. Pretty good against that bad boy as well. You add in the sweeper, 23% barrel rate, 62.5% hard hit rate. So those numbers go down, but still good overall. And 13 at-bats, 5 hits, 3 extra base hits. Excuse me. He smokes the pitch mix. It's a batter that's on fire. It's a pitcher that gets smoked in general. I mean, you look at his stats, it's disgusting what Cade Povich has done this year. So I feel really good about James Wood. The reason, and I meant to mention this at the beginning, and I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but Ballpark Pal is my favorite MLB tool that I use for everything that I'm doing. I mostly use them for home runs, but if you want to use them for strikeouts, for hits, for outs, anything you can think of, game lines, run line, totals, all that stuff, go to Ballpark Pal for it. I can get you 10% off for the month or 15% off for the year. Just check out the links in the description of the video. Not a great weather game. This is the reason why I went to this page. Minus 15% in terms of weather for this one. That's why Ballpark Pal isn't super high on James Wood. James Wood hit a ball 431 feet. I promise you the weather won't impact that bad boy at all. And he hit a home run in a gross weather day yesterday. So I'm not scared off of that at all. That's our first play. James Wood, plus 500 odds at Bet365 is play number 1. Play number 2, I'm going with another guy that we've cashed out this year, Tyler Soderstrom, or as my friend Slop would call him, Soderbomb. We're taking him to hit a home run. And he is also best offered at Bet365 at plus 525 odds. If you don't use them, you can get him at 500 at both DK and ESPN Bet. Now, this is a situation where the pitching matchup does not favor the batter according to Ballpark Pal. You look at it's an F matchup for the batter, -6 for Tyler Soderstrom, or -6, so that means a +6 in favor of the pitcher. This is not the Jacob deGrom that we know and love, and it's a young batter that I just don't think that the numbers have quite updated themselves, because Ballpark Pal needs a lot of data for their model, and a lot of the data on Jacob deGrom is really good, and a lot of the data on Tyler Soderstrom is incomplete. So I'm not scared off of the fact that it seems as though it's a tough matchup for the batter. The release point, it's D vertically, but it's an A+ horizontally. And Soderstrom has been phenomenal, and deGrom has not been that good, which is why I feel comfortable with this play. We're going back, looking at exit velocity logs, according to This Is Baseball Savant. Soderstrom only had 1 hard hit yesterday. It was a double that traveled 376 feet. Only would have been a home run in 1 of 30 stadiums because he hit it too close to center field. But if he's hit the ball hard, 102 miles an hour, 22-degree launch angle, traveled 376 feet, I'm good with that. And it was his only hard hit of the game, but it was almost a home run, so I'm okay with that. It's been a little bit colder for Soderstrom. Like, you look, he had this insane 4-game stretch here. Then he had 2 straight games, 2 straight games where he didn't get a single hard hit, didn't have a barrel in any of those games as well. Well, guess what? He's kind of come back from that a little bit. A barrel in each of his last 2 games. Granted, only 1 hard hit, but the most important thing is that he is barreling the ball up. And deGrom has not been the Jacob deGrom that we know and love this year. Maybe he gets his form back together. It hasn't happened yet. Home run per 9 of 2.08 is disgusting. Barrel rate of 10.2% is disgusting. Hard hit rate isn't that bad. 32% is a pretty decent hard hit rate. But look, he's allowing guys to put the ball in the air. He's 17.3-degree launch angle allowed. Fly ball rate of 52% is disgustingly bad. That's terrible. And then you look at his, I want to go to his game log, and just to kind of show you, it's not like he's gotten any better. So yeah, his first start was decent. 3, 2, 1 barrels in his last couple starts. He allowed a home run on the opening pitch, or opening batter, I should say, in his last start. Still allowed a barrel, 28-degree launch angle. Average exit velocity allowed was the highest of all of his starts. So yeah, I'm not scared off of DeGrom at all. We go back to the site here where we look at like pitcher versus batter, pitch mix, and all that stuff. First of all, I want to show you Jacob DeGrom versus lefties specifically. That home run per nine jumps up to 4.05. Barrel rate jumps up to 13%. Hard hit rate jumps up to 47%. And the fly ball plus line drive rate is what, like 72%, 62%? That's terrible. He's allowed 5 home runs on the year. All 5 have come off of left-handed hitters. All 5 have come off of the four-seam fastball from left-handed hitters. So, all right, let's go to the Athletics. Who's got the best numbers against four-seam fastballs against right-handed pitching? That would be one Tyler Soderstrom. He has ridiculous numbers against the fastball. 22% barrel rate, 78% hard hit rate is insane. 3 home runs, 5 extra base hits, and 18 at-bats. All of his numbers green across the board. And that's what we're going to see. That's what Tyler Soderstrom is going to see. I mean, the double that he sent 376 feet, that was off of a four-seam fastball. Even if you add the slider, it still looks good. I mean, the numbers slightly go down, but not really. 21% barrel rate, 72% hard hit rate, 33% fly ball rate. Insane what he's been doing to the baseball that he's going to see, four-seam fastball and slider. And that's what, 80% of the pitch mix he's going to see from Jacob DeGrom. So I feel like this shouldn't be priced at plus 525. The only reason it is because you see Jacob DeGrom versus a young hitter, and you're like, oh, that's got to be a huge advantage in favor of DeGrom. And that just hasn't been the case. So he's going to have a four-seam fastball that's going to be a meatball. Soderstrom is going to send it to the moon. I also like Lawrence Butler as well. So if you want to look, Lawrence Butler is not a bad price. You can get him at plus 500 at Bet365. He did just hit a home run yesterday. It's at 425 feet, 105 miles an hour off the bat. The reason why I went with Soderstrom is that Soderstrom is just a little bit better against the four-seam fastball, and that's what he's going to see the majority of the time from Jacob DeGrom, but Lawrence Butler is a good look as well. That's play number 1, Soderstrom to confirm. That is our second bet, Tyler Soderstrom to hit a home run. And then the last play that we have here, Andrew Vaughn to hit a home run. He is all the way up at plus 700 odds at Bet365 and also at FanDuel. So 700 on a couple books, 365, ESPN Bet, and FanDuel. The reason why this is priced all the way up at 700 is because it's a gross weather game. It's a little bit cold. It is humid, but the barometric pressure is low. Not a great home run game. I'm going to be straight up front with that. Not a great home run game. Target field in general is a hitter's park. It's got a little bit of a wider outfield. So you see, like, typically it's not really a home run friendly stadium. It's not bad to left field. Granted, it's a little bit worse today because it's a little bit colder and it's not a great weather game. Just going to get right out in front of that. That's also why we're getting this at plus 700 odds. Everything else matches up perfectly in favor of Andrew Vaughn. So I'm comfortable going with this one, even in the gross weather. The reason why, so we're looking at Andrew Vaughn here. Obviously, the White Sox are a joke. They're like the worst team in baseball. He's been really good. You look at him recently. Look at his last, 5 games? He's got a barrel in each one of his last 5 games, which is insane. So we're just going to filter this from April 18th just to show you. 6 barrels in this stretch. Barrel in every single game. 37% barrel rate's ridiculous. Hard hit rate is decent, 56.3%, but it's because he's been putting the ball in the air. That launch angle is generally pretty good, which is why you're going to see a lot of barrels. When you're hitting the ball hard and putting it in the air, that equals barrel rate. The pitcher is going up against Chris Paddock. Loves getting hit home runs. Loves allowing guys to hit home runs off of him. That's what I'm looking to say here. Home run per 9, an absolutely disgusting 2.08. That's gross. You go to his advanced stats. He's always been a guy that allows a high barrel rate, 9.9% last year. It's actually gone down to 8.9% this year. That hard hit rate is mostly stagnant. But he's not been a good pitcher in his career in terms of home runs. He's not been a good pitcher this year in terms of home runs. And that fly ball plus line drive rate, 58%. So pretty good across the board there. And then you go back to what I'm looking for here is the pitch mix and all that good stuff. So he is a right-handed pitcher and Andrew Vaughn is a right-handed hitter. First of all, look at the stats. I mean, we see it's bad across the board. Even against righties, 1.76 home run per 9, 50% hard hit rate, 55% line drive plus fly ball rate is pretty bad. But the biggest thing here, when he faces a righty, he throws that fastball over 50% of the time. Guess who crushes fastballs from right-handed pitching? That would be one Andrew Vaughn. 23% barrel rate, 57% hard hit rate, 57% fly ball rate. That's the most important thing here. He's putting the ball in the air. And you look at his recent at-bats against the four-seam fastball, and this one happened yesterday. 406 feet. That's disgusting that that's not a home run. 22-degree launch angle, traveled 406 feet. We see another fly out, 376 feet. Home run, 405 feet. Fly out, fly out, fly out. Like he's hitting the ball hard, and he's putting the ball in the air. Fly out, 364 feet. It's exactly what you're looking for in a hitter. This matches every single metric you could possibly want for a batter to hit a home run. The last thing I'll mention here is I'm looking at DG Analytics. Let me zoom in a little bit, which is where I look at EV logs and stuff like that. Instead of going through each one, this will just kind of do it for you. I want to see how many times a batter has hit the ball over 100 miles an hour. This is just in the last 3 games, which admittedly is a small sample size, but if you will allow me, the last 3 games. So Dylan Cruz, who is hitting the piss out of the ball, he's also a good bet for tonight. Dylan Cruz also a good bet for tonight, hitting the ball hard. He's on the Nationals. I went with James Wood. Dylan Cruz is a good look as well. But Andrew Vaughn, look who's tied for second. I mean, there are a bunch of guys here. But Andrew Vaughn has an absurd 6 hits above 100 miles an hour in his last 3 games. That's crazy. That's insane numbers. And yeah, he's been really hot. He's going up against a pitcher that'll challenge you with the fastball that gets smoked. So I really like Andrew Vaughn in this one. That makes our third and final pick of the video. So I got 3 for you guys to lock in. Pretty decent odds, all 500 or higher. One of these guys hits a home run, we're making money. If multiple hit a home run, we're making a lot of money. And if all 3 hit a home run, we'll profit 4.31 units. Appreciate everybody for watching. In terms of leans, the only one that I want to shout out is I really like Salvador Perez, but I like him in game 2. So there's a doubleheader between the Rockies and the Royals. And I want to target Salvador Perez against Dollander. This is game 2. Odds aren't currently out right now for game 2, even though they're pulling on the software. You can't actually lock them in for game 2. I really like Salvador Perez, and I really like Mickey Moniak in game 2 as well, mostly just from an odds perspective. I mean, look at FanDuel, who has him at plus 630, and then look at DraftKings, who has him at plus 1300. I love those situations where you're getting such a massive advantage compared to FanDuel, because FanDuel theoretically should have the worst odds for home runs because they don't void a batter if he doesn't start, whereas DraftKings will. So when you see this big of a gap between DraftKings and FanDuel, pay attention. And this is in game 2 of the doubleheader. Lorenzen is in game 2. Cole Reagans is in game 1. So you can't lock this in yet, both Salvador Perez and Mickey Moniak, but after game 1, just remember to check it out. If I end up officially playing them, I'll post something on all situations. I'll post it to social media, which is mostly Twitter. I also have an account where I send all my plays out. Everything that I send, I first send out to my Tails account, which you can see right here, the full Dong report. Normally, the way I send it, I include like a write-up of each player individually, but I wasn't able to do that today. I just sent them all at once, as you can see. I'm having an issue with the software, so instead of sending them all out individually, just blasting it. Obviously, you're watching this, so you got the analysis. That's normally what I do here. But these are the 3 official guys: James Wood, Tyler Soderstrom, and Andrew Vaughn. I also send my plays out on Gold Boys as well. So if you're in the Gold Boys Discord, I have a channel there. But that's all we got. I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe. Check out my Tails account if you are interested in getting everything sent to you early. Check out Ballpark Pal if you just want the best MLB tool on the market. Again, thank you all for watching. Make sure to bet responsibly and have a good one.